This is from my book, Everlasting Quail, and it's called At the Greyhound Terminal Requiem. 1. On the platform, I found my tongue to be at once prehistoric, terminal, sister, of sunshine that opens 4:20 p.m. on the cement, and plastic, if not new, waiting for a bus to pull away, the bus that carried me here. Children at play in the park across the lot, slowly declining through my ear, which has become my entire body in the uncertain requiem of hydraulic brakes aching out their wheel songs of departure. A small song the passengers will carry with them to the corners of the demi-monde, away from me. A collapsed, inhuman configuration, a shocked fabric in many ears, will last long after this brief, inconsequential messenger I have become has faded. At least as far as Peoria, will hang to the ground as long as the sunshine, with its blonde, discarded hairs, will last into a blue glow that decays upward through the trees into dusk across the lot. 2. When I say, you, whom the city slept, when I say, you, whom I attempt to visit in my sleep, I mean dead movement of air through a horse's mane lies on the terminal, my tongue flattened to light, dead promise of escape, negative of flight, lifeless on the cold cement, negative of wind, slow trace of what your hair was, a soft voice, a trace of many faces, all of them yours, all of them passing through me, all of them mine as I follow it into the waiting room. The ghost trace of my form bending away in the mirror that faces another mirror when I say you. I mean this large man who lumbers toward me, saying, I'm afraid, saying, I'm unacceptable and cold. I mean ghost of children playing, cast through tall windows overhead, ghost of tear me with your softness. In whatever bedroom you open your eyes to a massive, constricted banging in the pipes, what's replaced my voice in a room unlike this room? Hunched, occupied benches. A vaulted, drafty feeling, fake marble floor, laying in lifelessness in a scrap of paper at my feet. Would you please give a copy of The Lord Have Mercy we're using at Lent? Dear fileman. Says, I came to you last night in my sleep, the plaster wing from a child's pageant in my ripped knapsack. The movement in my fingers said, broken, torn, plaster, run, when the absolute city slept. I attempted to touch you. The movement in my fingers attempted tears open the sky behind my face. Each face which, just now, in my sleep, was worn to bluntness, as in a city like this one, now, here, smothered in the beating of police helicopters, and your neck, as I held it, somehow long then, in my sleep, like a horse's neck. I saw my face wrapped around itself and smearing away in a water glass on the bedside table. I felt my face, small, worn smooth in your hand as you lifted it, petrified metropolis of crystal. Moving against me like a horse, I held you. Your breath was hard against my cheek, a small, blue, immaculate flame in that moment after waking. Me, lying there, looking up at you, I say, like an alcohol flame that leaves the skin cold and without hair, small and blue, quivered, ran across my stomach. I watched you walk out the door. I was running in my sleep, wrapped smooth in your hands. I ran as a crippled man must dream of running, until a shifting clunk in the Pepsi machine startles me. With my finger paused between Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper, a message scrawled in black ink on the dollar bill. Jesus, I ran in a child's hand. Please, Jesus. 3. Only to wake now in the voice over the PA. 5:15, 6:25, 11:20. A man's wooden voice, worn to bluntness by the caressing of many hands, announces Carbondale, Illinois, departing at 5:15. Detroit, 6:25, announces that a little girl's sleeping face, carried in the arms of her teenage mom, will be passing through me with its low, famished voltage. What's left of your voice? Hundreds of miles away. The closed eyelids saying Cleveland, Indianapolis, Iowa City, a place like the bruises in the hollows of my arms where I can be forgotten. Destination unborn. A city like this one, where I wait for a second bus to carry me away to another station where I'll stand before another vending machine, another can of exhaust delivered into my hand, where a man's voice announces that to speak in a place like this is to be as inescapable as laughter in what was once the hour of prayer, that he who listens hard does not see. 4. Early this morning, across the aisle from that woman, her girl asleep, the other 4 passengers asleep, and me asleep. She must have heard your voice muttered out of my mouth into the cold air against my cheek. Your voice was real. Through the jammed open sliding window, it slapped my cheek softly. I'm cold. I'm always cold, she must have heard before I opened my eyes and realized where I was, riding in a bus through what was once prairie, Nebraska maybe, or Kansas, a blue decay out of the mouth of clarity, your invisible mouth on the decay line of the sky, swallowing jagged bits of stars one by one. 5. Announces that everything is alive. Uncertain light of child play beyond me, and I am born again as I wander outside once more, only to stand here on the terminal as that woman's bus pulls away, carrying her little girl, carrying my empty seat in its belly, across the aisle from where I'm cold, finds its way through the child's mouth, hush, consumed in the buzz of the overhead light, diesel fumes, nausea, the sounds she'll make in her sleep. A large man shifting in his plastic seat. Ahead of them, empty seats shifting with the engine, and those small plastic pieces of your voice carried with them, vibrating away into the hunger of many small, darkened kitchens.